What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to kick off the Gauntlet Series for the status between three ANCs. Their first opponent is one of the ones that's been one of my longtime favorites in my collection, the Technics EAH-AZ60s. These are should be a very interesting head-to-head between these two. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back, and let's go ahead and jump in and talk price. First up, let's go ahead and talk about the Techniques. They came in originally at $229.99. You can get them now. I've seen as low as $197.99. You can get these on Techniques website as well as Amazon. As usual, I'll leave links in the description for both devices, and that way you can take advantage of their pricing from there. All right, as far as Bluetooth version, they have Bluetooth 5.2. And as far as codec support, they support SBC, AAC, and LDAC. So you're well-rounded when in the codec department. As far as noise canceling, they do have ANC, a dual hybrid noise canceling system. And as far as battery life, this is an AAC codec. You get approximately 7 hours with noise canceling turned on, 7.5 hours with noise canceling turned off. And with the case, you get approximately 24 hours with noise canceling on, approximately 25 with noise canceling turned off. Now, if you're using the LDAC feature, you'll get approximately 4.5 hours with noise canceling turned off, 5 hours with noise canceling turned on. With the case, you'll get up to approximately 16 hours with noise canceling on, approximately 17 hours with noise canceling turned off. Now, as far as quick charge, if you're in like AAC, SBC, you'll get 15 minutes will get you 70 minutes approximately of playback time. That's with noise canceling on, 80 minutes with noise canceling turned off. Now, if you're using quick charge with the LDAC codec, 15 minutes will get you approximately 45 minutes playback time with noise canceling turned on, 50 minutes with noise canceling turned off. That's a lot. All right, moving on. As far as water resistance, these are rated at IPX4, so you can take these to the gym, no problem. Get caught in the rain, no sweat. All right, as far as I'm sorry, I jumped ahead a little bit. As far as wireless charging for the case, there is no wireless charging. You can only charge it with the USB-C port in the back. One of the downers to these earbuds is that feature there, or lack of that feature there. Moving on, as far as special features, you do have multi-point connectivity with these earbuds. This is one of the original sets of earbuds that came with multi-point connectivity. These and the Liberty 3 Pros, I believe, were the first ones out to shoot with that feature. And of course, you've got app support with the earbuds. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new status between three ANCs. These come in at $200 right now. You can currently only get these on Status's website. I will like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. As far as Bluetooth version, these guys have Bluetooth 5.2. They support AAC, SBC, and aptX adaptive as far as codec. They do have a noise canceling system in their earbuds. Of course, and then of course, when you talk about battery life with the earbuds, with noise canceling turned on, you get 8 hours of playback time. With noise canceling turned off, you get 12 hours. All right, the case does support wireless charging. However, there is no mention of quick charge feature with the earbuds. All right, so, and of course, as far as the case, they don't give you much about how much more battery life you get with the case either. So I'll keep diving into that, and once I'm able to find that information, whether they do supply, whether it is available or not, I'll go ahead and leave it in the description below. All right. As far as water resistance, the earbuds themselves are rated at IPX5, so you have no problem taking these to the gym or getting caught in the rain. As far as special features, these guys are the only earbuds that I can remember that have a hybrid triple driver setup. They have one 10 millimeter dynamic driver and two balanced armature drivers for 70. So that should that definitely will weigh, not should, but it definitely will weigh in when it comes to the sound test. I'm excited to see this. All right, as far as they also offer environmental noise reduction for calls, so you'll get that crystal clear call. You will test that in the mic test, and of course, you have multi-point connectivity with the earbuds as well as app support. All right, so you got two nicely loaded earbuds as far as features. Let's continue. All right, let's go ahead and pull one of these out. We can compare their setup here, their form factors rather. Again, as you can tell, the AZ60s are more already of the in-ear style type of form factor, whereas you've got the between three A and C's. They have uh, their unique twist on a stem style earbud. I do like the form factor. It's unique in its own right. Uh, let's go ahead and first off, let's go ahead and jump into take a look at the AZ60. As you can see, nice rounded ergonomically, so it will fit nicely in your ear. Very comfortable. Another thing that is a downer to these do not have the in-ear sensor, so you don't have that autoplay pause when you take the earbuds out. That is one of the bummers about it. But other than that, a very light earbud. Uh, I do like the contrast in color here with the gloss, and then you got the matte toward back where it goes into your ear, where it seems a little bit more softer on this side. When the portion that sits in your ear. Okay, and of course you gotta have proper ear tip to make sure you get that good seal that helps with noise canceling as well as sound. Uh, has a nice elegant look about it. I love the branding on the touchpad. There looks really nice. All right, and then if you take a look at the status, the between three A and C's, you got that. Like I said, they got their own twist on the stem style earbud. Got that rectangular shape to it. I like the gloss with the, I guess, the smoke black or smoke gray gloss with the matte black contrast in it. Very nice. Uh, Pretty long. Looks like it pretty long. It extends out your ear a little bit. Um, but once you get them in, you got your proper ear tip and your proper ear wing to it. These guys fit in and they're perfect. They feel so good. They're well balanced, so nice and light in the ear. Doesn't feel like the weight is distributed nicely, so it doesn't feel like this part is trying to pull the earbud out of your ear once you have it in. Again, that is when you have the proper ear and wing combination. All right. So again, both of them very light earbuds. So what we want to do is let me put these back in, and I'm gonna pull my phone out. We'll take a look at them both in ear. All right, we're gonna take a look at the AZ60s first. Let me grab my stylus pointer here, slash pointer. All right, so as you can see, it takes up the entire ear well, and you get that good seal inside there. Very comfortable to hold to have in your ear long term. Never had any type of pressure feel in the ear canal or ear fatigue, even after I have them on for several hours at a time. All right, so again, very comfortable earbud. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the between three pros or between A and C's rather. All right, here we go. As you can see, again, takes a sort of a stem style, their own twist on it. Nice rectangular shape. Again, with the air tip inside and the air wing combination here, it takes in. I don't got a good enough lighting here. My mistake here. Let me see. My bad there. But it does sit in here just a little bit. Where it will give you that good seal, and I'll fill in some and certain portions of the ear well here to keep that tight feel, that tight seal there. And of course, you got your mic down here, pointing almost like a stem style earbud for you to answer calls and stuff in. Again, another very comfortable earbud to wear long term. I never had a problem with them as far as ear fatigue or pressure from the ear canal. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to jump into the apps and see what they have. We're going to start off with the AZ60s. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the AZ60s already paired up. We got the app Techniques app up and running. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, we got the name of the app here. We got the name of the earbuds. As you can see, I already changed it. You can go in and use that arrow and switch between different Technique devices if you have them. All right, moving on down, you got a picture of just the earbuds themselves with their respective battery levels. All right, in the middle here, you can go ahead and cycle through ambient sound. You got custom. This is for your EQ. I have it set up to my personal settings right now. All right, and then of course you've got you find your headphones, and of course just my voice test. All right, this is all quick access settings on the main page. As you can see, we got options down here in the bottom. Right now we're in the home page. Let's go ahead and jump into ambient. Here's where you can go ahead and change your noise canceling and ambient sound. Right now I have it set for ambient sound and it's set to transparent. You can go ahead and set it to attention. So if you want to focus on the person talking to you, you want to choose that one. All right. Then of course you can go over to noise canceling. Again, you do have this dial where you could turn up the noise canceling power, turn it down. Same thing with the ambient sound. You could turn it up and down here. Obviously with off, you can't do any of that. Okay. So then moving over to the sound. Like I said, I have my custom one set up here. They do have other presets here: dynamic, treble plus, vocal, bass plus, and then of course you can turn it off. All right, so then moving on over, you got your settings here. And here you can go ahead and make all kinds of adjustments. You got your voice prompts. You can set that up. Obviously, I got mine set for English. You got other languages if you need to. Hit the camera there. Sorry, if you want to change your language. All right, you got your headphone name. We already went through that one. And of course, you got your body color. I have the silver ones. So you can go from the silver ones or the black ones. Then, of course, you got your actions where you can add the headphones, use other headphones, or find your headphones. Then, of course, you're inside your system here. You can do the auto shut off. I have mine set for 10 minutes. So basically, if they're sitting there for 10 minutes with no action, they'll automatically shut off to save battery. And I keep that Bluetooth blinking light on. Let's see if it'll blink for us there. You see it just popped off. That shows that there are Bluetooth connected and they're ready to rock. All right, of course, you got your connection mode. Then you can go in. You can connect prioritize sound quality, or you can use LDAC, or you can prioritize connectivity if you're using an Apple product. All right. Then, of course, you got your sound suppression mode. I have mine set to suppress sound delay, basically killing latency. This is good for watching videos. I had that all set up there. Then, of course, you got multi-point. I have that turned on. And okay, and of course, you got your operations and sounds and everything. You can customize your touchscreen settings. You can do the for general operations. You got single, double, triple tap, tap, and hold options. And of course, you got it for when you want to answer phone calls. And this is also for the left and right earbud. Okay, so you can go in and change them that way. All right. Then, of course, you got your touch sensor noise canceling settings. You can go in and pick which settings you want to cycle through when doing noise canceling. I only have ambient sound and noise canceling. I do not bother with the off option. All right. Then, of course, you got ambient sound mode settings. I have mine set to transparent, just like we saw in the home page. And then you optimize noise canceling. Here, I have it turned all the way up. You can turn it down, again, just like we saw in the page before. Where you had the max and the minimum, where you got that dial. This is the same thing. All right, then of course you got your level of background reduction. I have mine set to strong, so when you're listening to a call or you're on a phone call, it lowers your the background noise behind you, so you can hear the person better. Then of course you got your voice assistant to use. I have mine set to for the smartphone, which is Google. You can use Alexa. Now, if you want to use Siri or Bixby or anything like that, you want to select Assistant on your smartphone as well. All right, then of course you got your maintenance options here. Website, you can go tips, maintenance notifications. I have that turned on so they'll let me know when there's updates. By the way, Technique, haven't had an update on these guys in quite some time. Just want to let you know. All right, so then of course you got help. We go to the website for help, hints to use, headphone information about the application, and you can contact Technique themselves only if you're in the US. That you have ways of getting a hold of them. All right, and that is a quick walkthrough of the Techniques app for the AZ60s. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get the between 3 ANCs paired up, and we're gonna take a walk through the status app for those guys. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the 3 ANCs already paired up, and we're in the status app. As you can see here, we got the name of the device of the company here. We got the power button where you can turn off or disconnect the app. Got a picture of the earbuds and their respective battery levels underneath. You've got status between A and C name here. You got the firmware versions of both the left and right earbud. Moving on down, you've got your noise canceling toggle as well as ambient sound toggle. So if you turn on ambient sound, noise canceling automatically turns off. I like that. You don't have to worry about doing that. Okay, then you have your sound mode. Right now it's set to default. I've run into some problems with this because it will not allow me to save my changes here on the Android phone. Now, I've seen where people use it with the iPhone and the app has no issues. So hopefully Status comes up with an update where you can actually for the app for Android phones where you can save your settings in Equalizer. But we'll go into that in just a second. All right. So then you got, of course, your app version here. Tells you what version firmware for the app itself. All right. And of course, down here at the bottom, you got 3 icons. We got the home screen, which is where we're at. Let's go ahead and tap on the headphones there. Drops you right into the settings for the earbuds. Of course, it says set as default. Okay. And then, of course, you select your sound mode. You got three presets. You got signature, status audio file, and then the setting from the Between Pro earbuds that you can utilize. And of course, you got your custom EQ. You got it set for default. Now here, I go up in here and I make my changes. Let me go ahead and just do something real quick here. And all right, so now you cannot save this. Okay, not here on the app for Android. You cannot save these settings. So when I go back in, let me hit this. Instead of taking me back into where my settings were, it wiped them all away. So then I have to re-input them. So they need to get that squared away. All right. So, and of course, moving on down here, you can go ahead and the icon here in the lower left allows you to check for firmware updates. All right. So very quick, no frills type of app. There is that one bug with the EQ settings that I would like to see them address. But other than that, it's a decent app. Gives you exactly what you need, no problems whatsoever. And other than like I said, other than that issue, I like it. All right. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and do the sound test between the two, and then we'll come back. Excuse me, we'll do the mic test first, and then we'll come back and do the sound test. So stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60 in a semi-quiet environment. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a semi-quiet environment. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Technics EAH-AZ60s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the status between 3 ANC earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the status between 3 ANC earbuds in a crowded or a quiet location. This is a mic test with the status between 3 ANC earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the status between three ANC earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, we are back in. We got the AZ60s already paired up. Let's go ahead and jump into some music to start this sound test. We're going to go into the equalizer first, and we're going to turn it off. So that way there is no help here at the start. Let's make sure our volume is turned up to where we like it. All right, ambient noise. We are in noise canceling the way I like to do things, okay? All right, first up, we're going to do Old Money. Shout out to my man Patrick. I know I said this in the previous video, but he turned me on to this. So I want to try this one going out uh, as a test subject for audio. All right, so here we go. Alrighty, nice and loud. Nice vocals. The singer is pushed right up front. You got a nice balanced sound. All right. Right now, it looks like you only got the piano in the backdrop, but it sounds really clear, really clean. Nice and loud. All right. Now we getting some more background instruments involved. Let's go ahead and put my sound in. Oh, man. Okay. A lot more body. Soundstage is brighter. Great sound. Oh, this a great sound. Let me get a little bit more. All right, this a great sound to that song. You got good. Like when I added my settings to it, it it got better, it bolder, it got brighter. It was just a very nice overall sound, and naturally. And then when you add my settings, it improved it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna turn that off. Let's go ahead and jump into a bass heavy song. Let's see. Let's go with Tupac, So Many Tears. Let's do this one. All right. Now we got some thump. Got that sub bass. Okay. Good vocals. You got that depth. Because it sounds like it's, he's talking to himself and he's got that depth, so that's good. All right, let me go ahead and put my settings in. All right, and then again, the bass got a little bit more aggressive. Vocals got a little bit louder, but still clean, still clear. It's just a better sound, and I love that level of bass, how it drops and drops. Right here, like right here, boom, boom, boom. It just drops, and you can feel the drop. It's really good. All right, so I like the depth that it gave you. Just a really good sound, nice wide open sound stage on it, and the bass was just as aggressive. I like it. All right, then I put mine on there, put my settings on there, and it improved on that. So again, a really good sound. And again, these things get really loud. I take that for granted with these guys, but they get really loud. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna turn this back off. All right. Now let's go ahead and jump on to Going Home. All right. Again, you got that warm sub bass from the keyboard, and you got the drums. Now everybody come. That's just a clean sound, man. Let me see how you hit that high note. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. All right. Let's go ahead and put my settings in. Oh, it just got even better. Now the lead saxophone is a lot more cleaner, much more real crisp. Let me see how I hit this high note. Yes, yes, sounds fantastic. Oh, oh, the 3 ANCs are in for a fight tonight. All right, so again, you got great sound. Um, just sounds so crisp. Soundstage was just so good. It's just so good with these guys. I've been taking the AZ60s for granted, but these are some really good sounding earbuds. And the bass in the Tupac song, very aggressive, very powerful, had depth, just a really good sound. All right, what we want to do is we're gonna go ahead and get these swapped out, and we'll get the 3 ANCs a run through the sound test. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in, and we're into the you got the 3 ANCs paired up and in the ears, and we're in the app. And I just discovered one thing off camera. In order for me to change the EQ settings within the app for my phone, I literally have to go and span it out and make it this way. So that way I could go in and create, and it gives me the option to save and apply and save the EQ settings this way. So I had to basically turn it into almost like tablet mode in order for it to give me the full screen. So once I did that, my settings did save, as you can see here. So we could go ahead. Let me go ahead and put that back to regular space, and then we can go ahead and utilize. We can switch back and forth. So anyone who's using a Surface Duo or Surface Duo 2, or even a tablet, if it's not showing up this way, switch it long ways, and then you should have access to making those changes. All right. Now, let's go ahead and jump into our music here. Just want to give that public service announcement real quick. All right. So now we got Old Money up. We're in default setting right now. Let's see where we at volume wise. Let's go ahead to where I like it. Let's go. Already very loud. Nice volume. These guys get ridiculously loud. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I'm still getting that same volume level as the AZ60s. These guys get really loud. All right. And the vocals are clear, very clear. Now you got the sound, getting more of the background instruments. These sounds, oh, these sound so good. All right, let me go ahead and jump into my settings. All right, now it got a little bit warm, a little bit brighter. The bass is a little bit, it's just a better sound. Oh man, I'm really liking how these sound. I'm really liking how these sound. The vocals sound so clear. The background sounds, the sound stage wide, nice and bright, wide open. You got that feeling like, again, you got that concert hall type feel, or like it was just a really good, clean, clear sound. All right, I really like that. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Where did we do? We did what? Tupac. Is that what we did? All right, let's go ahead in there. All right, let me back up to default. My bad. All right. Now the bass is good. Again, you got that depth, like the AZ60s when it comes to him ad libbing there. All right, vocals are good. Let's go ahead and drop mine in. All right, the bass is a little bit more aggressive. Again, vocals are very clear. Very good sound. Really good sound. Just really, really good thumping sound there. I like it. I like it. All right, let me switch back to default here. Now, I'm not using any of the presets like I didn't do with the AZ60s. I'm just going from default to my own personal settings. That's normally how I guess everyone, I'm guessing this is how people do it. That's just how I do it. I either set mine or I go to default. All right, so let's go ahead and going home. Let's go. All right, again, let me go back to where we was. All right, that's where we were. All right, nice sound. Real warm with the sub bass, and already the lead saxophone sounds very crisp, and the sound stage, it just sounds like it's all around you. Just nicely done. It's wide open. Let me add my sound to it. Okay. Whew. That high note, man. That's all right. I put mine in. Everything seems to enhance. You got the background instruments a lot more brighter. Sound stage a little bit wider. The bass is nice. It's just a overall really warm sound, and the lead saxophone very crisp, very crisp sound. I can't say how nice this is. All right, they sound fantastic. They like I said, this Gauntlet series is going to be something. All right, what I want to do is we'll go ahead and get this is cleaned up, and then I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in with my final thoughts on the opening round of the Gauntlet series for the status three status between 3A and C. Sorry, and I have to say this is going to be fun. Their opponent, the Technics EAH-AZ60s. Right out of the gate, we got a battle. This is going to be a very fun series when it comes to doing when you're doing these head to heads in this Gauntlet series. And of course, I've got the best that I have lined up for them. The AZ60s definitely came to play. Very high, got very loud volume, gets really loud. Great bass, crystal clear. Like vocals were great. I add my settings in. Everything seemed to get brighter. It just became a lot. Just improved a lot when it came to these earbuds. When it came to the sound of these. Now, and when I take a look at the 3 ANCs, man, that triple driver setup is the truth. These not only do they get very loud, they get just as loud as the AZ60s. Or maybe even a tick louder, but and that's overall volume. Now we're talking sound. These guys are impressive. They are very impressive. I have to admit. Um, Deep bass, great, uh, crystal clear vocals. You had depth. In the Tupac song when it was him talking, you could two instances of him talking, you could feel like one was in the front, one was behind him. Like one person was right in front of you and one was like behind him over his shoulder or something. But you had that depth and it was impressive. The AZ60s also had it, but not to the level of the 3A and C's. But it was just really good. And of course, when I got to Kenny G, the lead saxophone just fantastic. The sound stage was great. The bass was the sub bass was nice and warm and steady. It was just really good. You really didn't miss anything out of either of these earbuds when it came to sound, and as far as the actual sound of the music, you got everything. But oh man, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna have it's gonna be nerve wracking to when I start putting these guys up against the rest of the guys in the lineup. But if I had to go with one, I'm going to go with the three ANCs. I'm going to have to. They not by much, but their sound is just a little bit better, in my opinion. And like I said, do not slouch on the Techniques, the AZ60s. These guys are impressive. Like I said, I've taken advantage of these guys. That's how good, and these guys are really, really good earbuds. I definitely, if you haven't tried them, try them. Um, like I said, they do have their downsides, no wireless charging, no in-ear detection. But other than that, they have everything else you need. Multi-point, quick charge. They got it all. So I just give them a try. But in this one, I'll have to give the nod to the three ANCs by just a little bit when it comes to overall vocals and instrumental sound. Again, this has been the start of the Gauntlet Series for the status between three ANCs. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to join me on this journey as I continue this the Gauntlet Series for the three ANCs, as well as the Gauntlet Series for the Airfun Air Pro 3s, which is also running in conjunction with this Gauntlet Series. So you're getting two pretty much at the same time. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when these videos drop. Again, I appreciate you guys. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers, which I'm very, very humbled and very thankful for. Just shows that the hard work is paying off, and I'm reaching you guys, and you guys are responding in kind, and I cannot thank you more for that. Again, I like to thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. 3 ANCs get the win. AZ60 is not to be turned your nose up to. These guys, they're good. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.